was about to say he's got the tism. How are
Hey,
you, Miss Overall? Girl, I
good one. Put
fucking that suit color on you.
Thank
Money.
you.
Money.
Sold it already.
Yeah, that's how it's done.
Yeah. Well, I was like, I'm not gonna wear it again. I'm that person that's like, yeah, I'll wear this a few times. I never do. So somebody I knew actually needed one. So I was like, I have one for you. Take
Oh,
it.
okay. You didn't sell it to some creep.
No.
See, I'm going back and forth. I'm like, do I sell it to some creep for like good money? Or do I sell it to someone, probably won't even sell it because I didn't even buy it. So,
So
but
what I've seen, because like honestly, I've resold every suit I've ever
yeah,
purchased. You're not gonna sell it for good money. You'll sell it
no,
for $300 and that's it.
no.
At best.
Unless you don't wash it and some creep
Oh,
wants to
oh.
like smell the pheromones or whatever. I don't know what they're into, but nah.
Shit. I actually was talking to a girl this morning at my gym who I think I've spoke to you about her before. She's a wellness pro and she's also doing Tampa Pro.
Ooh. What's her name?
Her name is Deb.
Okay.
Uh something with an A is her last name.
Cool.
Yeah, she'll be there.
Nice. I think it's going to be a really good show. I don't know many WPD girls who are doing it. Um, I just know the one. But
Your friend is also doing it. Her Shui is her um Instagram. Shauna, I think is her
oh
name.
yeah, Shauna, she's figured out. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
she did my
yeah, she's
spray tan last weekend.
yeah, she's so sweet. She's like killing it with like hair and makeup too for shows for
That's what she's
competitors.
there for.
And I low key, I know I can't ask her, but I'm like, can you do my makeup? Even though she's competing. But I don't know. I might just sell my soul and do V the makeup artist.
Mm.
I don't know.
It's a little different. You're doing a pro show.
Yeah, I just don't want to worry about it.
Yes.
Like, I
That's
like,
what- if you're gonna do it, do a trial run. That's my one like mistake I wish I hadn't had
yeah,
done. I didn't do a trial run. So
yeah.
that morning I was like, well,
It looked
hooray!
good. It looked good. It did.
Oh, you did your own makeup and stuff, Laura?
Yeah.
Nice. I know that.
The first show I did was one of my clients who did my hair and makeup. So she
Mhm.
just told me the colors that she used.
Mm,
So I knew it was like actually gonna be what I needed.
Smart.
yeah.
I wouldn't know. I would just look like a clown.
Yeah,
It would
dude.
be bad.
Yeah, my hairstylist was like telling me the things because I like have like the makeup and the hair that I want. And I was like asking her about it because she was like helping me put in like my show day hair or whatever. And she was like doing all these like teasing tricks or whatever. And I was like, I'm not gonna remember jack shit. And like I know this is like easy for you, but like you might as well be speaking fucking like
Yeah.
Portuguese.
Are you doing your own
Like,
stuff?
oh, here's this comb, you can do this, like do that. I'm like,
I know nothing.
I
I'm
hate
doing,
teasing with the extensions because it's hard to get out.
yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Not
well,
real.
I don't like take my extensions out. They're like sewn into my head.
Yeah.
No, no, no. I mean, it's hard to get the like
The
knots
teasing.
out.
Yeah.
Oh, like the
Yeah.
teasing and the hairspray. Yeah, I mean that's why it's like let's
Hmm.
I'll let someone figure it the fuck out. I
Dude.
have a lot of news this week.
Yeah.
Fuad got into an accident and
Oh,
then
I
the
know.
FDA shut down Amino Asylum.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely some crazy shit going on. Um, I already got a new peptide company that I'm going to be using for myself and for clients. So
You want
I
to
have a
see
new
that?
discount code. Same Dr. Meg discount code.
What's the place?
It's called Authentic Aminos. So shameless plug. You can now check them out. I'm gonna try because I was using this spray from Amino Asylum. It's called Dreamcatcher for my sleep, and it's been awesome. It has like DSIP, that peptide to help like deep sleep, GABA and melatonin in it. But they have like just the DSIP nasal spray. So I'm gonna try it from there, kind of compare, and I might try a few other things from them and see just how it is. But yeah, I'm excited for that.
I mean, I'm not really surprised that Immune Asylum shuts down, seeing as it's a website they can literally get PEDs off of.
Well, I feel like that was their mistake, is like selling that shit and
Too
like
much.
reaching out. I was like, dude, just fucking I don't know, man. I'm bummed. because now it's like I needed T4, so like I had to go through like I think like Lodi Labs, and I have like I don't know shit about fuck. So it's like I have no idea if I'm actually getting like T4 if they're just sending me like little bottles of vodka.
Nice.
I have no idea. But we'll see. But I know I have an athlete that's with a couple of companies, so my team will probably use her code. But I was like,
Mhm.
thank God I stocked up on my L card and my Super Helios, or else I'd be fucked.
Yeah, I mean, the thing with those peptide companies, man, it's like, I mean, supplements as is, they aren't regulated by the FDA. But when you throw in GLP-1s, peptides, SARMs, because they had a lot of SARMs, and I think that's what got them was the GLPs and the SARMs,
Yeah.
because that's not common on a lot of amino sites or peptide sites, but yeah, I mean, it was they were around for what, 8, 10 years or something.
Years or
Like,
so. You know
it's a
what?
lot.
Probably more than anything is the fact that it's a GLP, that they can get GLP-1s and it's not any type of like medical distributor doing it, but
Yeah,
there's
it's not
also
like,
they're not as expensive either. So there's probably some type of conflict of like, hey, they're selling this for less than us.
mhm.
What the
Yeah,
fuck?
Yeah.
yeah,
And
Someone
we're
was a
being like,
snitch.
well, that's what I mean. Like
Yeah.
other places that have doctors and nurses running it are paying for licensure and all of that type of
Yeah.
stuff.
yeah.
Dude, Eric was like doing research. He was like, how can I replace amino asylum? Because he's like, you can get like bulk L-carnitine powder, like kilos of it for cheap. And he's like, all you have to do is reconstitute it and rebottle it. And he was like looking into it. I was like, Eric, what the
You go into mad scientist mode.
literally? I was like,
That
yo,
would be funny.
like
I
start
would buy his
looking in our
peptides.
bathtub. I would too.
Eric quits his day job.
Dude, right? It's underground Markham Labs.
That actually works. I like that. I like that a lot.
Oh my God. I feel like that would be instead of like, how bodybuilding coaches, like once you're like really, really successful, they either like open up their own supplement company or open up their own gym. Nah, we're doing
Mhm.
drugs.
Nice. Love that for you guys.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So Meg, can you tell us about your refeed?
Oh,
Refeeds? Sorry, excuse me. Excuse my
yeah, I mean, it was kind of weird because I felt fine, checking in on Tuesday after 3 low days, and my low days are about 215 carb, which is pretty low for me. And I felt fine checking in. I was flat though at 193, which is a low weight, and he texted me, he's like, being flat at 193 is some crazy work. And he was like, you literally have 2 pounds on me right now. I'm like, are you serious? I'm heavier than my coach. But yeah, and then he was like, yeah, let's run a 675 carb refeed. I was like, all right, bet. So I did that, woke up about like a pound up, and I was like, damn, because usually my weight will go up like 1.5 to like 3 pounds after a refeed.
Hmm.
So my body obviously needed it, but I trained on that first refeed, and he told me I could, but I could not get a fucking pump.
Mm.
I looked flat as hell. My strength was shit. I was like, what the fuck? But it was because I was so depleted and like the carbs were just like going into like survival mode kind of thing. So I woke up, weighed in 193, and he's like, okay, refeed again, but let's add more food. So now we're at 750. So this is my third refeed in a row. So we're doing 750 carb today, which is a big boy. I
Using
think
like
every
mostly
meal is
rice.
like 130. Huh?
Are you using just rice?
Rice, cream of rice, fruit, intra carb powder, honey. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Now, do you ever, so don't take this the wrong way. So comparing you for some of like my male bodybuilders, like
Mhm.
being heavier than a little person like myself, sometimes I will do like a actual cheat meal instead of a refeed just because food volume is less. Do you feel
Mhm.
like when you're trying to do like 750 grams of carbs, you're able to stay still like very tight through your midsection, all of that stuff, even though
Yeah.
the food volume is a lot?
Yeah. Honestly, um, it would have been cool to do like a sushi refeed, but at the same time, I'm like, this is what's going to benefit us, during peak week.
Mhm.
And he was like, I can probably see us refeeding you during peak week up to like 1,000 grams of carbs. And I'm like, yeah, most
Go.
likely. And we won't be doing like, a burger and fry or like a sushi or something random like that. And I would rather not, I don't know why. I just don't like the guessing with it.
Yeah.
And honestly, after every meal, like I just ate 30 minutes ago. I do like a little digestion walk, like 5, 10 minutes, just real slow. Um, and I'm like starving. My stomach's flat. I never get bloated or full. Like I posted that little like posing flow on my Instagram, and that was like after 4 meals yesterday. So that was how full my midsection kind of gets. So, I mean, that just goes to show how if you're very regimented in your off season, you keep your digestion in a good spot, like you can get here. Like I obviously wasn't able to eat 650, whatever, 750 carb overnight or during my first season competing. That's for sure. But
I feel like
yeah,
I could, and I can't say I would look great after, but I
yeah,
definitely
yeah, you could. Shit, I could do like 1,000 carbs today. But yeah, it's not even like a mind fuck. At first, it kind of was because I was like, fuck, we just started pushing and now you're refeeding me. But
Mhm.
it was almost like managing fatigue that I didn't even know I had yet. And I'm
Mm.
just like, wait, what? And I think that's so important because we get into that routine of prep where we're like, this is normal. Like, brain fog is normal. I'm tired. I'm hungry. This is normal. This is prep. But those are signs of fatigue. And like, you can properly manage it, keep your training input up or output up, keep your progress going if you refeed and deload and whatever you need to do to manage fatigue. But yeah, I just think this whole week has been really cool because I've never been able to do this before. So
fun little science experiment.
yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
Been doing a little science experiment myself.
Yeah.
Um, I kind of, I wouldn't say fully intuitively ate
Hmm.
this week, but kind of hybrid between like weighing out my meals that I would have normally had and then eating things on top of that that I feel like I've wanted and just because I've been fucking hungry. And
Hmm.
yesterday, like I've done this since Saturday night. So today's now Wednesday. I was like, I definitely got to be up and weight. And I was up like 0.8. I'm like, you're fucking kidding me?
And weren't you like you were dropping weight when you were feeding yourself up? Yeah.
Initially, yeah. At least I'm like stabilized
Yeah,
now.
things are like at baseline now.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, I think if you have like a solid relationship with food, I think that that is a good time to do more like intuitively eating. And, some people you can't really let go of the reins that much. Because yeah, you don't want to spiral into a binge, of course, but I think you're managing it well. You're obviously fueling your body well. So
Yeah, no, honestly, I feel good when today's Thursday. So Wednesday, yesterday was like the first time in probably a month that like I was taking like blackout sets to like full failure. And I was like, this is so good.
yeah, I saw your train. I'm like, bitch is getting it.
Ugh,
That's
I
awesome.
that's my biggest thing that I hate towards the end of a prep is like I don't compete to like do the stage and all that type of stuff. I love the process of it and the training and all of that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
It's hard seeing like your numbers drop,
oh yeah.
Mhm.
even if you don't even have a big ego. Like we all just want to be strong bitches.
Yeah.
Prep gets in the way of that.
Yeah.
You know, I've noticed a lot too with my back. Like my back felt pretty good for a while. And like once I started getting really lean, that my waist was small. I'm like, I have fucking nothing in the center to like keep that stable at this point.
Yeah, dude.
Shit's gonna snap.
Yeah. And plus with posing, because you're already like
Posing,
flexing.
yeah.
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 Makes it like,
That's a big thing. And
mhm.
like that goes back to kind of managing fatigue. Like, as you drop body fat, you don't have that ability to brace like you did when you had higher body fat. Like your core strength is probably still there, but that body fat does help us to an extent.
Mhm.
And that's when like I'll switch things. Like if I do a barbell bent over row, I'll do like a chest supported T-bar row. Or I don't know, with like wellness, maybe if you're doing like a free weight squat for some reason, switching it to more stabilized machine work or something.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, I typically stick with stabilized machine in general, just
In
because
general, yeah.
and even towards that, like, I mean, at peak off season, I was doing like 3 1/4 plates on the hack squat, and I was top setting at like 2 1/4 towards the very end. Like, there was no chance I couldn't even like put it on my back. That's
Yeah,
some
Yeah.
that's
bullshit.
I think like that's something where like first time competitors or people that are like wanting to compete, they need to understand and they need to hear where it's like when you're in prep. you have to like manage your energy because that is a very valuable currency, right? And so it's like when you enter into a contest prep, you are doing such an extreme thing to yourself that you have to be aware of these signs and symptoms so that way you're not like overextending yourself. Because it's like when you get into like sub 6 weeks out, like posing is such a high demand, especially if you're a bigger bitch, right? Like I get bikini isn't like crazy, but it's like we still have to, balance on heels, and that takes a lot of mental work. Wellness has to balance on heels. It takes a lot of mental work, core strength, hip mobility, right? If you work with a physical therapist, getting body work done, like you want to do stuff for your body. But if you're that type A person where you think more is better, sometimes you end up doing too much for your body and ends up pissing it the fuck off. So sometimes,
Mhm.
like, it's one of those things where sitting the fuck down and just like starfish it. Like, just
Yeah.
starfish it in your bed on the floor and just breathe. That can be one of the best things that you do for yourself all of your prep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Something I've been doing a lot this season with my athletes and myself is even more frequently than I'm doing refeeds, I'm doing cardio breaks or
Yeah.
training a lot, like 2, 3 days at a time. Sit your ass down, let everything, settle as far as inflammation, and then we can assess like where you're actually at because it does get to a point where like systemic inflammation is so much that you really can't tell like what's water weight, what's body fat, what do we still have left, how far do we have to go,
Yeah.
and it can really skew a physique.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's something that we implement too. On my big refeed days, we pull my clean, we pull my T3 and my yohimbine, no stimulants at all. I try to keep my caffeine way down too. Like I have 1 cup of coffee, that's all I'm gonna have all day. Like 3 or 4 weeks ago, Will and I switched to non-stim pre-workout too, because one, like the amount of caffeine in pre-workout nowadays is just ridiculous, and you don't need caffeine prior to training. It's
Back in a
doing you
cup.
such a disservice. So making that switch was a good fatigue manager too. So if you're in prep and you're down in caffeine, you're definitely fucking yourself for sure.
Dude,
But
my
the
first
cardio breaks is huge on refeeds for us too.
Yeah, dude, my first prep, like again, I didn't know shit about fuck.
Yeah, same.
So like I didn't even know like the questions to ask or not to ask or the things to
Mhm.
do or not to do. And it's partially on me for maybe not asking questions, but also like maybe not doing my research and investing in a coach that was much more like hands-on in depth with less clients versus like being on a big team. But like easy, I was probably utilizing 2 grams of caffeine
Oh yeah.
toward the end.
Dude, I was working at the gym at the time during my very first like couple shows, even the Tampa Pro. No, I wasn't. I wasn't working at a gym when I won my pro card. Sorry, I was working as a personal trainer, and I don't know if we were allowed to take the bangs out of the fridge for free, but I did, and I would have two, like two a day. I would come into work with like this big ass Yeti thing full of coffee, and I'm just over here like fucking going, and it's like holy shit. I don't even know how I survived, but my thyroid was tanked after that. That's for sure.
Dude, yeah, I screwed myself over. Like
My
I
adrenals, my sleep.
Yeah, exactly, right. Adrenal sleep, God. But it was like, you had coffee, big coffees, energy drinks, stim powder pre-workout. And like
Mhm.
honestly, like while yes, I'm using caffeine, it's mostly for like my fasted cardio. And then
Yeah.
it's like I'll have some Diet Cokes if Eric and I have a date. But we're talking like 500 milligrams. And I probably had more in my off season just with my coffee consumption. So it's like while maybe it's higher than it should be, but like 2 grams, like
Nobody needs
How
that.
much do you know how much caffeine is in like a can of uh soda?
it depends on which
Yeah. I'd
brand.
say like,
I never really even thought to look at that, and like
It's
I
like
definitely
50 to 70, I think, depending
well, that's not
upon.
terrible. I'm
Yeah.
just thinking because I usually have like 2 Pepsi Zeros before like the end of the day or whatever with
yeah.
like meals and things like that. So, but I have it like before bed. So like maybe that's something I should adjust.
Yeah, I do we do the caffeine free Coca-Cola Zeros.
Yeah.
The fact you
What does
drink
Pepsi
Pepsi
mean?
is appalling. Huh?
Pepsi Zero is not doesn't taste like Diet Pepsi or regular Pepsi at
Okay.
all.
All right. I'm not going to try it. So,
Oh, totally random thought, but I didn't even realize this till the other day. I was talking to my cousin. She's 2 months younger than I am.
uh-huh.
She lives in Greenville.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my God, a
I knew she moved to
Goldstein.
South Carolina, but like honestly, I didn't really ask where. And
Oh,
Josh wants to go see his family, and I was talking to her about all of that, so I'll keep you all in mind for when that actually happens.
that
But
would be sick.
but yeah, so she lives in Greenville, and she's like, if you want, you can give her my number. I'm like, no, but thank you.
That's so cool, though. Small world, literally.
Literally, I have a client that lives in Greenville too.
It's a poppin' place.
You're
It's,
popping up.
yeah, it's a nice area. It
Yeah,
really is. But how are you doing, Ash? How are you feeling?
you look tan.
Yeah, you
Why
do look tanner.
really?
You do.
I did get my hair done yesterday, so maybe it's
Okay, so it's
because it's also
blacker.
darker, but I do walk outside a ton. I'm good. Like I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm good. It's just like yesterday, I don't know, after I got my hair done, it was 2 p.m. and it felt like I got hit by a ton of bricks. Like my energy just went, woo! So I'm like kind of reeling from that. And obviously, I trained today, but like I actually had a decent training session. So I'm
Good.
happy about that.
Yeah.
I'm no longer in like excruciating pain with my right side. So like,
Yes.
I don't hate life anymore.
The
Hell
new
yeah.
PT going well?
Say it again.
Is the new PT helping?
Yeah, I think so. It's a lot of dry needling with E-stem, which Meg, I know you're a fan of, but also hurts.
Mm-hmm.
He got underneath my scapula. So he got like subscap.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, to have a needle underneath your shoulder blade,
Hmm.
It is
Yeah, that's rough.
it hurt, but also it was amazing. And I am figuring out like ways to kind of like anti-rotate, but also it's so weird. It's like the way that I'm like rotated. It's like
Hmm.
I'm rotated to where I pose, but because I'm rotated to where I pose, it's all fucking weak and stretched out. So literally I have to continue to rotate but strengthen it. It's just like the body is so fucking complex and weird. And I'm just
Hmm.
like, what the fuck? But it is going really well. I'm going like 2, 3 days a week. So it's like it's a lot
Wow.
on my body,
That is a
but
lot.
also like
It's a lot of time.
thankfully it's not like half an hour like it used to be. It's like right down the road.
Mm.
So
Okay.
like it's only like a 10-minute drive, which is so much better. And my insurance also pays for it, which is also
Oh,
really
great.
nice.
Honestly, that's what I was looking for too when I was trying to get into PT stuff. It's hard to find someone that takes your insurance and is also good.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's one of those things where like I had like a really good consultation with him over the phone, and the place is sketch as fuck. It's in a strip mall, and it gives like the Better Call Saul vibes, where it's just kind of like you can tell this is a place where if you get like fucked up from work and workers' comp pays for PT, you go
Yeah.
there because like the people that work there love their job and they don't get paid enough. But
Mhm.
the clients that they service are like scraping the bottom of the barrel. And when they get athletes or people that genuinely want to fucking be there, they go the extra mile. And like
Mhm.
they're going the extra mile for me. They're not charging me for like dry needling, even though they should be. Like he has a student on my case so the student can learn. And since I'm like lean enough, they're like giving me a lot more time and attention. So it's actually really cool. It's not, I'm not like out of the weeds yet. Like when you fix one thing, then normally another thing pops up, but it's just like I'm not so down in the dumps where like I want to quit because for the past 2 or 3 weeks, I was in so much pain. Like I couldn't wash my face, I couldn't wash my hair. And I was like, Eric, I'm about to quit. And not because I wanted to quit prep, but because like I was just so miserable. I was like, what the fuck's the point? Like if
Mhm.
I can't even move my body. So at least I'm doing better like mentally and physically. Just energy's low. That was a long-winded answer. I'm so sorry.
I'm doing good.
I'm doing great.
Close enough.
Meg, how's your hamstring from your stem cells?
Good, really good. I don't have really any pain. If anything, like if I like the other day, I was doing my hanging ab raises, and just that quick kind of flexion movement, it did shoot a nerve pain down my leg. So I still have to watch myself on certain things. And I know today, going into a leg session fueled by over like 1,500 grams of carbs, I need to keep my ego in check because I know I can't push yet. And even though I'm refeeding, does not mean that I am not still depleted. So I need to be smart. But yeah, the pain is gone pretty much. The inflammation's still coming down. Like I noticed it when I pose, like it's just that adductor, like glute ham tie-in, it's still just not as carved out as the left. And could be a posing thing, could be body fat still, but I do see a difference. But
It's great.
definitely they worked. They did. So it was worth the 1900. So tax write-off too. So fuck it. Fuck it.
So
Yeah,
exciting.
all is good.
Mhm.
So much exciting stuff.
I know. I still have yet to try on my suit though.
I
You
haven't
should do
either.
that.
I'm scared.
I had to send mine back the first time. You should do that.
I should do that. Wait until 1 week out. Oh fuck.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
mine was 2 weeks out. You should do that.
I'll take I have to check in again tomorrow, so I'll take pictures.
Yeah, me too. Megs, I'll hold you to it because I'm checking
Okay.
in with Austin and I also was gonna do it tomorrow.
Okay, cool. I'll
I
send a picture of my suit.
Yes, same, right? I'll do a quickie. But it's something where it's like I liked actually working with Maria from Goddess Glam because like we had like two consultations. Like one was like suit design and like gem placement, and then the other one was like FaceTiming to see like how the suit fit with like my current measurements from however many weeks out. And then like she did it like where she sent me the suit, I sent it back, she sent it back again. So like that was like really cool. So like yeah, I still need to like try that on though to see like the final product, but it is
Yeah,
pretty.
sick.
Mhm.
Did you share what color? Or are you still keeping that hush hush?
I'll send it to you guys.
Okay, cool. I
She
want to
makes
see.
really pretty suits.
Yeah, she does.
I'm trying to think I'll send you like the hair and the makeup that I want to.
Yeah.
I'm doing Hollywood because I think that's pretty.
Ooh.
I'm gonna do an updo, obviously, because I don't want to be fucking with my hair. It's so funny. I got like all new hair, and then I'm like, put that shit up.
I think that's smart though, because you're gonna be doing it routine.
Oh, that's really pretty.
Dude, yes.
That's kind of
That,
like the best of all worlds of what you wanted too, because you couldn't really
yeah,
decide which way you wanted to go.
Hmm.
that's gonna be gorgeous.
Thank
You
you.
know what's interesting is everyone, I won't say what, but everyone is doing this color scheme lately for makeup. It's kind of away from the like smoky black eyes that you
Yeah,
were seeing a lot of people do. I really like it.
thank you. My friend Ash picked it out because I told her I was like, will you pick out my jewelry and stuff? Because I want you on stage with me. And so she's picking out my jewelry, and then she picked out like my makeup and my like I picked out the hair like color
Yeah,
design just because like I liked curly, but sometimes like the way that I guess I had my hair done the first time, I was almost like you go to like your kids like play and it's like yeah, like Laura gets what I'm saying, where it's like so curly, you're like, bitch, brush that out. So it's like since I don't have like my big extensions in, like I just more want like that old Hollywood like
yeah,
face frame stuff.
I
that's
actually
gonna be
said
sick.
that to, I had a client compete last weekend, same day as me, and her hair was that like almost like Shirley Temple ringlet curls, and I was like, this looks cute for this, but we're not doing this again.
Yeah.
Like, brush
Like
that
you're
shit
not on
Yeah,
Broadway, calm down.
out.
but like I don't see like if I left a hair and makeup appointment and I didn't like my hair or my makeup, I fix that shit. Like I see girls like they hate their makeup, they keep it, or they don't brush out their curls and they just go on stage. I'm like, just fix it. I mean, it sucks that you have to fix something you just paid hundreds of dollars for, but like,
I would go back and tell them I didn't
oh
like
yeah, for
something. If you're
sure.
paying 400 or 500 bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Fucking for the for the hairstyle on V the makeup artist, it says like if you want an updo, it's plus $30. And I'm just like, what? Like what?
Or
So
what, a bobby pin?
I don't know. Because I don't even know what I'm gonna do if it's gonna like I would love to have like braids here, but I don't know if I can with my wefts. But like I think it would be cool like braids and then like kind of curly flowy and like put it up. I don't know. I just want it off my back. I don't want to be fucking with it. Nope.
I wonder if you could go to like a place that you would get your hair done for like raves. Do that.
I was going to have my girl. She says that she's available, but I don't think she realizes how early she has to be up to do it. And like need it. Like, I don't know. Mentally, I'm just like, you need to be at this hotel in my room. Like, I don't know. I'm nervous about doing that.
Just be straight up with her. Tell her, be
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
you're here by this time. If you want to do that, let's do it. If you're not, totally fine. I'll get somebody who's already going to be at the venue.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's notoriously late.
Oh.
I'm like, shit.
Oh. Well,
But
tell
she's
her you need
good.
her there 30 minutes earlier than you need.
Yeah.
That's what I
We'll
do for
see.
my family members. It's like I'll be like, "Oh, dinner's at 5, but come at 4," because it's like they're always late. So it's like,
Yeah.
and like when you come to Ash Markham for dinner, if I tell you dinner's at 5, that means like your ass better be in the fucking chair because the food is being served.
I hate that shit when like somebody tells you to go over for dinner or something and then they like fuck around for like an hour and a half and it's like, bitch, I'm hungry. Like feed me.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like people, like especially like it's normal people. It's normal.
Yeah, freaking
Bodybuilders
rules.
show up on time because we're hungry. We want to eat. Fucking normies, because they don't fucking ever eat anything. And
Yeah, I
so,
can
like,
snack on nuts and some wine. I'll be fine.
dude, that's right. And I'm over here like,
I don't know how we went from hair to
Always
snacking
all
on
over the place.
nuts.
It's fine. We're
Yeah,
used to it.
it's fine.
yeah.
But what's the game plan, Miss Laura?
So honestly, because I know that I would like to attempt a national show and be able to be successful with that and whatever, but I'm not like to the size that I need to be yet. I need to just, pack on about 10 pounds of muscle in a year, which is totally realistic. Um, and hope it slowly goes to my lower body. And then I'd like to try Universe or Masters Nationals for next year. And I
Sick.
have definitely not dragged my feet with plans of reversing and things like that. Like, I never thought I'd be the person saying this, but like, I really don't care if I put on some body fat and whatnot
Yeah.
Yeah.
quickly because it took me, like I said, almost like a year and a half last time to like fully be out of that like recovery stage of prep that I could utilize growth,
Yeah.
Mhm.
like actually grow. And I don't have the time for that. I don't want to do that.
Yeah. Yeah. I know it can definitely be a mind fuck, reversing your food up quick, but your body, that's what your body wants and what it needs. And if you can, just not be an asshole with it and just stick to the plan, bring your food up, your gym performance is going to be better. You're going to mentally feel better. Like, because we talked about it, if you're just giving yourself an additional scoop of rice every week, like what, like you're just keeping your hormones suppressed for too long,
I
especially
haven't
as a
been
female, man.
I haven't been less than 400 grams of carbs since my first show, which
That's
was
awesome.
May 31st, and I just planned on.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a solid plan.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, I have a lot of clients too right now that has like made the focus of me a lot easier to like I have a girl this weekend doing junior nationals who looks fantastic. I'm really excited about.
Bikini. Yeah, that
I
girl.
have three girls doing Universe, which is
Mhm.
July 4th weekend, all look really great that I'm very excited about. I have a guy doing Masters Nationals the week after that. So like it's just been like here, there, everywhere with traveling and all the stuff, but like it's been a really good distraction.
Do you have anyone doing North Americans?
No, not as of now. We'll see how that Masters Nationals shows go. I took over a rescue prep literally
Oh,
yesterday.
oh, cool, cool.
So we shall see.
Okay, I might be there. Might be
Okay.
there because Will might like shoot a few people,
Oh,
and like we have
cool.
family up there, and it will be after my shows, so I'll just be hopefully, recovering and ready, getting ready for the O. So we'll see.
Let's do
But
that.
yo, I
Is
fucking
is Tampa usually a big show for women's physique?
I'd say it's on the smaller side, and so is the prize money. But like obviously I'm not doing it for the prize money, but I might do Texas the week after. I wasn't going
Okay.
to because I was like, I should just do Atlanta, which is 2 weeks after because it's closer to me. But dude, Sarah is like, she's an awesome advocate for WPD, women's physique. Olympia, that's Sarah. If nobody knows who that is, but her prize money for WPD is crazy. First place, you get 15K. And
Wow.
I'm
Sarah
just
is the one
like,
that won the Olympia, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but she like donates a lot of money to the Texas Pro, and I'm just like,
Hmm.
15,000, you say? Even
That's my coaching for
17,
the year. Let's do this.
yeah.
Have a
I'm
camera all
like,
year.
that could go towards a fucking down payment on a house, new boobs. I'm just kidding.
I like how you think.
Nah, I don't want new boobs. But like that, prize money wasn't really getting me, but then I was just thinking about
I
all the
guess.
money I put
Well, what
in
is that
for my
now? Just for my like ignorance of not really knowing, what does the
Tampa.
typical, yeah, what does that look like usually?
What? Like the
Prize
prize
money.
money?
Yeah.
I only get 2 grand for first.
Shut up. That big of a difference.
Yeah, dude. That's why I'm like, yo, I might be in Texas.
And plus, she
I,
doesn't
w-
even get that because you have to pay taxes on it too.
Yeah, you get like 1,500.
I wouldn't be surprised if like every women's physique competitor just does a Texas show. Like, I wouldn't blame them.
Yeah, so
It's
I don't
probably what
know.
they're looking for.
I know it's definitely steeper class competitively in Texas, but I'm like if I, get my qualification in Tampa or Texas, I don't know where. I'm going into it with an open mind, but I'd still, if I got my O qualification at Tampa, I'd still do Texas. One for the money, but then also just to be in that competitive class. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Will wouldn't be there with me for that show though, so that would be kind of hard. But we'll see. We'll see. It's exciting.
Oh,
I think even if you had to go one by yourself, you'd be okay. I mean, I would did
Yeah.
USA's by myself, but it was also COVID. I was the only one on the plane.
Yeah.
But
you
still,
were the only one on the planet still in prep.
I was literally the only person on the entire plane.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
You had your own like private jet then.
It was kind of cool.
Yeah,
Although it also felt like I was in a horror movie in the airport when no one was
that
there.
is weird. Yeah. I know Cameron, he's already going to be there for like athletes. So I'm like,
Good.
might as well just join the party.
Just sneak in.
Yeah. But signing that contract, man,
That's so cool though.
It is really.
ugh, that was cool. Can't
You are for sure
back
doing
out now.
Atlanta, right?
What?
You are for sure doing Atlanta.
I'm for sure doing Tampa.
Tampa. Oh, I
Tampa. That's the first one. That's August 1st.
got you.
And after that, then we'll decide, Texas is the week after. That's with the shmoney. And then the next week is Atlanta. So
Georgia?
yeah. I don't think I'll do 3 shows though. So it'll probably be one and done or two and
Now, when you qualify for the
mhm.
Olympia, would you still do that second show?
If I qualify in Tampa, I'll still do Texas.
Hmm.
But I wouldn't do Atlanta because at
It's
that point it's just about the
like,
money.
yeah.
Not even gonna lie. But yeah, I think from Tampa to the Olympia, it's 10 weeks. So we'll have a good, recovery phase probably for a good 4 weeks, 4 to 5 weeks, and then, push for the Olympia.
That's exciting.
Yeah, it is. Things are happening fast though. Like I can scroll down on my like check-in sheet or my daily tracker and I can see show day. And I'm just like, why can I see that on my screen? And it's still, 6 weeks away, but I'm just like, I don't like that. Like I want it to be scrolling down a little bit, but
Get excited.
yeah, I am.
I think it's a lot easier mentally to like, not that you're not already, but like lock in, like even emotionally when it's getting closer.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Definitely. And I like flip the script with my whole posing. I hate posing. Like I'm out of shape as a motherfucker with posing. So I'm making myself do it every single day now.
Yeah.
And I know that's honestly going to help me get leaner. So I'm excited for that.
I still suck, but that was what I did leading
Hmm.
up to all of these shows is every single day I left my heels and suit at the gym and I would post every single day.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I used to do that, and then like I started feeling even worse. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you gotta take a step back. So like some people like you can pose every single day,
Hmm.
and I tried doing that, and like I think that's why I got so fucked up.
Hmm.
So now it's like I'm trying to put in more quality sessions,
Yeah.
just so that way like especially since we're still like digging and pushing and recovery is dog shit and energy is
Mhm.
dog shit, it's like give myself like 15, 30 minutes like 3 or 4 days a week of solid posing or like practicing skills of like holding the pose,
There.
walking, like especially the walk to the back. And it's like making sure that that is like more comfortable.
Hmm.
But it is something where it's like you need to pose as much as you need to pose, right? And
Yeah.
for every single person, that's different. And especially if you're posing in the off season and taking that very seriously with the posing coach, it's like as you get leaner, you'll already kind of have that stamina. So it won't
Hmm.
be as hard, but also it will be still challenging in a different way because you won't have, I would say, the food
Hmm.
and maybe even like the cognition to fully like understand what you're doing, which is why again that muscle memory and like to Laura's point when we were chatting, it's like not posing with mirrors, like posing with feeling. So that
Hmm.
way again you remind yourself when you're on stage, like yeah, your partners or your fans, Jesus, for people that like are coming to support you, like maybe they can give you and throw out some cues, but like you're probably not going to be able to hear them because one, the music's too fucking loud, and two, it's like you're scared probably. You got the nerves and the jitter, so it's just like relying off like what you practice, just deep rooted in your brain at that point.
Another
Yeah.
one that was very helpful and like definitely takes some balls to do is I put on my suit and heels and like went behind the cardio deck and would like walk out, do my routine and all that, like as everyone else is just going about their day.
Yeah.
Because I knew that for me, I was afraid that I was gonna have like those like panic attack episodes I had been having on
Hmm.
stage. So I needed to put myself in a position that I got that same feeling to kind of learn how to mentally talk myself through it. So even if you don't have it to the severity that I do, I think it's really, really helpful to like put yourself into a vulnerable place in your suit, in your heels, doing your routine so that it doesn't feel as extreme when you're actually on stage and it matters.
Yeah. I'll do
That's
that with
smart.
my bottoms, but not my boobies.
I,
Um,
I went full throttle.
Only because I don't give a shit. Like I've had nip slits at the gym, I don't care. But there are people at my gym that are not athletes. And it's
Yeah.
like I don't want to cause issues, especially with like the gym owner, because he is like very amenable and accommodating to athletes. And he
Hmm.
specifically built posing rooms for just that. So it's like
Yeah.
I'll do it like in a corner in front of people, but with just my bottoms, and I'll have like a top on. So it's like I can still see my mixed section to make sure that's tight, but I'm also not like titties out, ass out, where it's like
Yeah.
a mom just wanting to get a workout in is like,
Yeah, our
what
gym
the
is not that vibe.
fuck? Right, exactly. And so it's like our gym kind of borders like serious athletes, and then like I think he's trying to get the everyday people. So it's like to have a little bit of both. And so it's just like personally, again, I don't give a fuck. Like I would go naked if necessary. I just don't care. But like there's some people that are gonna be like there are some people that see boobs and ass and be like, those are privates. Like
Yeah.
there are people like that, right? Like my family's
Mhm.
like that. They don't understand why I have my ass out on stage. It's like that's your private area. And for me, it's like stripped down and ain't no thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I was gonna say, I mean, that's definitely important, but then also, um, even for like classes where you're not actively like flexing your muscle, like bikini wellness, you're just kind of like holding the pose, practicing those in between like your sets at the gym. Like I know for me, like just literally like flexing like back double bi or like a side chest or something, just to feel that connection is huge. And then something that I used, during my ballet days was just mental cueing. Like before I even practice my posing, like I'll be stretching and kind of like loosening up and I'll close my eyes, open my mind,
That's
and
hilarious.
I'll envision myself just running through my quarter turns. And like that sounds so like woo woo, like, oh, it's not gonna like do anything. But like fucking, I'm pretty sure Michael fucking Jordan did that shit before he made all those like free throw bullshit, whatever the hell's, like, so I don't know. I'm just trying to be like Michael Jordan.
If you want to be like
Maybe it
Michael
was Kobe
Jordan, you
Bryant.
need to
I
be able
don't
to
know.
quote him properly. Like just go watch The Last Dance so you can have a little bit of education.
Mental cueing or rehearsal. It is good. But I still hate posing. still
I
hate
think
it.
there's a very few that are like, and though they end up being like posing coaches that are like,
Yeah,
fuck yeah, I love this.
Yeah.
yeah. I don't, I feel so awkward and I'm just like, I don't, I know like somebody like commented on it, they were like, beautiful flow on my posing. I'm like, really? Because I was stumbling like a motherfucker. I cut those pieces out. Like, because the mat that I practice on in my garage, which mind you, it's hot as balls. Like, I added in a fan now, so I have some airflow, but it's hot airflow. But I get stuck. So when I'm like moving in transitions, my foot, I'm just like, toot, toot, toot. And it's like, what the hell?
That's gonna
So
happen on stage too, so it's good that you're kind of like learning
yeah,
like that.
yeah. I don't know.
I had the best moment of my life at the end when they were like taking pictures of everybody that were like class winners and whatnot and overalls. And they made us all like hit a most muscular. And I've been like, I've been waiting for this. Like finally.
That's
All
awesome.
I wanted to do a quad stomp, you know?
I love
Mhm.
that. Meg, I have a question for you. Are you adding the splits into your routine?
Nah,
Damn.
I don't think I mean I can, but I can't like you see these girls do these like even that one-legged like lunge kind of like thing that everybody does and they
Yeah.
like go down into it. I was like, oh, that looks easy. I could not for the life of me do it. I was like,
Oh.
I can't drop down. And like Will does it, no problem. I'm like, how are you doing that? He's like, you just drop down. I'm like, how? Like, and I couldn't do it. I'm sure if I practice, like I'm sure it could come, but the most I'll probably do is like that like lunge kind of forward where you like throw your arms forward and then come up and show like the side glute,
Yeah,
but probably not a full crotch split.
that's
Maybe
fair.
in
Don't
future
do it
years.
on the bad hamstring side. At least
Yeah,
on the other.
yeah, yeah.
Keep that leg
Um,
in the back.
mhm. So we'll see. I haven't practiced my like individual posing routine. I just have been doing like quarter turns and then like my pre-judging individual, which is like shorter. It's just like short, sweet. But the actual like minute long pose to a song, I'm just like freaking out over. I
You have
just
a song?
no. I do, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't know if that's a good song to use. Like,
Can you
Of course
ask
it is.
Christina?
huh?
Can you ask Christina?
Yeah, yeah. I'll probably send it over to her. But Will is probably gonna help me with that because he's done posing in the past and he's really good with like the
It should be
whole
something that is like, I don't want to say connected, but you feel connected
Yeah.
to.
yeah,
So I don't think there's really a right or wrong.
yeah, yeah. Because I definitely need slower. I cannot be hitting like these like every two count like poses, like and just some of the artistry that some girls and men do in their posing, like it's just too intense for me. It's just not me. Like the whole like crazy like hands in the face, and I'm just like, I'll just be like doing a box. Like I don't know what to do.
Dude,
So
real talk though, if you need someone to help pick your music when it comes to the counts,
mhm.
reach out to Eric. Like
Yeah.
before I don't know how to say this nicely. He actually was going to major in music because he was really good at the drums. Like he could have been
Uh-huh.
a professional like musician. He just has that intellectual music creative brain. But his dad was like, don't waste your talent. And he was like, okay, I'll go be an engineer so I can actually make money. Um, he is so good with stuff like that. So if you just need like someone to help with tempos and stuff like that, he would actually be a pretty decent person to consult.
Yeah. Will do. Will
Yeah.
do. Because I have no clue. I like listen to a song like, oh, this one sounds nice. And then Will's like,
Yeah,
no.
no, he has like that special like autism where it's
I
like
was about to say he's got the tism.
he does. No, like seriously, he definitely does to where it's like I don't have rhythm for shit. And
Mhm.
he can like it's actually incredible. I'll literally just like quiz him. I'll be like, tell me this. And he'll be like, and I'm
That's
over here like in heels just just all over the place.
even though I danced for all my like teenage life pretty much and young adult life, it's like I know nothing. I
Yeah,
cannot choreograph worth shit. I need somebody to teach me it. So
yeah.
shit, I might contact like a posing coach for that. Like Christina, she helps with my mandatories and stuff, but she
Mhm.
doesn't do like the actual like routines.
Sure.
So I might honestly hit up I don't know if you know Ivy, but
Yeah,
also
actually,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, Ashley,
Ashley
there you
would
go.
be a good person to do.
Yeah, she's
Is
got gorgeous flow. I love it.
yeah.
I might.
Wait, she doesn't teach you a routine, she just teaches you mandatories?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Mandatories and like my prejudging like routine. But like the actual like pick the song, do the counts, all that stuff she doesn't do. But she'll watch it and she'll critique it, but like she doesn't do the actual choreography.
I
I
feel
feel like
like
it's two different skills. Like it's one thing to like know how your body looks in the
Yeah,
mandatory poses and to like do your pre-judging routine. It's another thing to incorporate dance and flow into
yeah,
your finals routine.
for sure.
So it's like I can definitely see why there would be two
Hmm.
posing coaches because it's like bikini flow. I mean, it's all kind of the same, right? But
Yeah.
like WPD and women's bodybuilding, it's like there's a different type of flow required.
Hmm.
And that is such a my that's not minute. It's such a niche skill
Hmm.
that I can understand why it's like you have to have that one person to be able to connect the two. And I can't imagine that it's super easy.
Yeah. Yeah. I couldn't do it, but it will come along. I still have 6 weeks.
plenty of time.
Yeah. Yeah. It's weird saying I'm 6 weeks out on a Friday though.
It
I
is
don't,
really weird.
yeah, but I like it because Friday is like show day, and then Saturday is Will and our my like 1 year anniversary. So
Mhm.
we'll be able to not be orange and show day glam for our
Shit is
anniversary dinner.
awful.
Did you get it off finally?
I've like scrubbed so this tan, I don't know what they used, but it was the darkest tan I have ever had.
That's
Like
good.
I had to wash my suit with like alcohol to get it off of it.
Did you do any prep like tanning, melanotan, anything? No,
No,
because you're kind of on
I'm
the
right.
fair skin. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
definitely. I mean, you can't, I guess feel like the lighting is pretty decent right now, but like I I look like I changed my race by how dark my body was. It was
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, I'm gonna right now I'm doing the tanning bed twice a week, probably 4 weeks out and on. I'll probably do three. I don't know if I'm gonna do Milano tan yet. I think I'll be tan enough.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You haven't been doing that?
No, just because I just don't want to get sick.
Hmm.
Makes me nauseous.
Yeah, I
I
can't
mean,
do any of that stuff, as you guys.
huh?
I can't do any of that stuff. You guys already know that.
Yeah, I
But
won't.
It's just makes me sick.
I
But
already
I
do.
have a bunch of it, so I'm
I've had
like,
enough things burned off my face that I'm good.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Any final thoughts, ladies, before we conclude? We talked about absolutely nothing, but hopefully this was entertaining.
Yeah, I feel like we just,
Jumbled absolutely everywhere, so that's good. We dabbled.
yeah,
I mean, those that are in prep are like, we get you.
yeah.
If this is your first time, they're gonna be like, what the fuck was this?
What the hell?
Fine.
No, this is just to shoot the shit with the girls and prep.
Mhm.
I like
It's
it.
just prep chat.
I like it. Laura, I do have a question. Did you shave yourself or did you get a full body wax to prep?
Oh my God, we're on the waxing.
For myself,
Yeah,
lower region, I just shave.
you shaved.
Yeah, I ain't doing wax. Honestly, you don't see any of that.
No. If you can see that, you've
I'm
got
telling
issues.
you, my tan was so dark. I could have
Yeah,
not shaved for the last 3 months and you wouldn't have known.
But like when
that's
you
why.
shave though, where do
Yeah.
you shave? Like you shave everywhere. Like you shave arm
Yeah.
hair. Yeah, okay.
Wait. Say that again. Do I
When
shave
you
my arms?
shave,
No.
where do you share? You don't shave your arm hair.
No.
I don't.
Mine's also very light and very
I have
blonde.
white hair. Yeah, I have light blonde hair.
I do too. And I always thought you had to shave like, oh.
No. I did it once for a show and like the awkward stage of it growing back makes it like kind of
So
stand
awkward.
out that I don't like it and you cannot see it.
Yeah.
Okay, so just shave
No.
like your bikini line and your pits then and be good.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes me
Like to, but yeah.
okay. Because I
Yeah,
have
I don't
a
shave.
friend
Yeah.
that does tans professionally, and she was like, you need to be naked. And so I was like, I don't
I
know.
don't see the point in having to shave your arms.
Mm-mm. One thing just to be careful of that did happen to me is like my armpits turned green. I wasn't wearing deodorant, but I'm that
Mhm.
person that's like when I do put it on,
Yeah.
so it like kind of can get like stuck in your pores that I should have.
Mm.
I
Use
don't
like
know.
a scrub, like
Honestly, I
a
don't even know what you do differently for that because like it's not like I didn't shower. I didn't like scrub
Yeah.
myself. I did. So like I don't know. But what they did was they wiped off the tan and she used a different color that was like an
Mhm.
orange base, so it corrected it. So hopefully
Okay,
that
good
makes
That's
to know.
sense.
that's
But
actually some good tips.
You know, I think I might actually shave my arms, even though I don't have enough, like a lot of arm hair. But just thinking about like the separation in my muscles, since I'm actually flexing them.
Yeah, well, I don't
But I
have
feel
that
like,
problem, but I feel like I have white hairs, but I'm like a hairy person. So I'm like, what do I do?
what is that gonna do? Like, like they put spray tan on your little hairs. Okay, it's still gonna stick to your skin.
Well, I'm not worried about it not sticking. I just didn't know if you would like see this tan on the hair.
Nah, not on that type. But
Okay.
if it makes you feel better, makes you sleep better, why not? Just
Probably
shave it.
won't because like it's uncomfortable to shave your arms as a female. Like it's so uncomfortable to not have arm hair. And then like Laura said, like the inner to for it to grow back, like it is just
Will
ungodly.
Will literally shaves from head to toe on himself.
where's time
So,
for that?
huh?
Where's time for that?
I don't know. I don't know. I wait like I shave my legs once a week right now. I wash my hair once a week. It's like rest day things. I
Yeah.
don't I don't I can't fuck with it. But by the time I'm ready to shave, my legs are like Sasquatch. The good old Italian jeans, man.
I
I
love
gotta
it.
get the dogs outside before I run out the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
All right,
ladies.
see you guys.
All right, guys. It was nice chatting.
Love you. We'll see you
Love
next
you.
week.
Bye.
Thanks, Joseph. Shoot. Bye.